such a unique little character. It's mesmerizing. Anyway, I forgot the question.
What's going on, Bombad fam? Happy to everyone here tonight. How are you, Jerry?
What's up? Hey, listen, I'm doing good. We're here, yet another Bad Batch Wednesday and everything. We missed you last week, right? But hey,
beta convention.
You were out, winning the beta convention.
Well, even though I'm a Sigma Bale, for those that don't know, I'm a Sigma Bale,
very much a Sigma Bale.
And I had to go to the beta convention because it was required by my job.
Right.
But I can't help it. Jerry, you and Jared killed it last week. I know you premiered a bunch of those videos on top of the show. But I want to play this one in particular because it gets me going. And plus right here showing, by the way, for those that don't know, it came in. So I do officially
here it is.
The Maz Amida signed top cards right here.
Both of them. But unlike that video, remember that video we watched where there are apparently like 10 people who have played Maz Amida?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Where are their signatures? That's what I want to know.
Damn it. Let's get this clip rolling.
Let's go.
That's Jerome St. John Blake.
Order! That's my favorite part of that is I had to leave in the kid, like Padme kind of does a side eye. I love it so much. Is it Mac Digby? Oh
yes, Mac Digby. Mac Digby. That's how Digby do.
What's up, Austin?
I just love Jerry just having to react to that. Jerry,
like,
we got a very
Digby.
That's how Digby do.
Daddy's Digby. Yes.
So I very happy to be here. Yes, today's Bad Batch was absolutely brilliant. I mean that wholeheartedly. It was so flippin' good. Yet again, it just proves that it works for me and I guess you on a personal level. I mean, it was very special. Some very cool, unexpected things happened in this episode. I did not think the Havoc Marauder would be, I guess, stolen underneath their nose.
Yeah,
as easily as that. That's surprising.
It's underneath the nose, as it were. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was. I don't know. You think that that's what this episode's going to be about, is them going after that, but then we take an intense detour. And I'm like, I towards the end of this episode, I actually had to like pull up the timestamp because I'm like, do we have? Is this a 45-minute episode or something? Yeah. Because it was not. It didn't seem like it was a setting up to be a two-parter.
Not at all.
But after a while, you're just like, wait a second, they still don't have a ship. Like where?
Nope. And then it was so crazy because it was a solid 20 minutes of them like just wandering around trying to figure out what the hell they're gonna do. And I'm like, man,
20 minutes of family drama inside of a mine shaft. That's exactly what it was.
It did feel very 80s though, and I mean that. It felt very like, like we're stuck here, we gotta figure this out. Echo obviously leaving last episode was pretty brutal. And to get what we had, to get what we got with this one, like they're all feeling the repercussions of it, because if Echo hadn't been kidnapped, I'm sure they would have left Omega at the ship, or someone would have been left at the ship. The ship would not have been stolen. Like,
would you say Echo was kidnapped? What do you say?
No, I'm sorry. No. What I meant to say is, what I was trying to say was like the ship being taken is what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
right. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought, I knew you probably anyway. Yeah, I was like, which episode did you watch, my friend? You were a little bit ahead of us.
His departure led to them feel like their dynamic was not the same. Like,
absolutely,
they were struggling. It was kind of nice.
Well, we missed your reaction on that last week and everything. Like, it was really brutal. It was really brutal.
Very brutal. Very brutal. Shout out to one of my students, DD, right here. DD Landry.
Hey, what's up, DD?
DD and Kenny. But yeah, Jerry, you had a theory about who could have stolen this ship, because I thought it was an interesting design, interesting look.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Look at your sweet little face. What do you think is
going
on?
I actually don't have a theory or anything. I was looking. They hadn't. So it looks like the hair is feathers.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I didn't notice till my second rewatch, or my second watch.
Yeah.
The hair is like a feather thing. So I don't know if it's a hat, like it's just part of that. Like, like it's like it is a the helmet, the biker's helmet that looks like a colander.
Yes.
With feather safari flaps in the back. There you go. If you're an I Think You Should Leave fan, you're welcome for that reference. Oh my God, did you see the guy who stole the Marauder ship's hat? No, it's I don't know. And it's let me ask you, so do you think they're setting up something? What are the chances it's someone we know, or do you think they're setting up this new character?
I mean, it could just be a scavenger. I was hoping for a second, I'm like, are we gonna get like a hoodless Jawa? That's what I thought we were gonna get. I'm like, what if we get like Jawa's face and cannon for the first time?
That'd be interesting.
They're gonna save that for a show. But that being said, I didn't know exactly where my brain was gonna go with this one. I thought we were gonna get kind of a resolve by the end of this episode. We clearly didn't. We clearly
especially
didn't. And even Sid wasn't very helpful at all either.
Oh no, that was like the worst part.
I was like, ooh, don't like.
She just hangs up on them.
And it's weird because
I'm
every
mission
Sid has sent them on, they've kind of messed up though too, if you think about it.
Yeah,
like every mission, at least the ones we've seen, So I'm like, I wonder how the relationship with Sid is right now. It might not be that good. So I don't know.
It feels very strained.
Yeah.
But the thing with Sid, we had that episode early on with the sort of pod racing, right? Where you had the Doatin, played by Ernie Hudson. I forget the name of the character, but saying, like, hey, you'll better watch out. Sid's bad news. And I think we're starting to see a little bit of that. She's kind of been very curmudgeonly throughout the entire series, but the way that she reacted to them in this episode, it felt, I don't know if there's something else to what Sid is how Sid is acting. If it's going to come out and be like, hey, I was sorry, I was trying to work this good thing out this whole time. Like, is it like, I don't necessarily think she's going to turn on them or be bad or anything like that. Like, I think she's still an ally, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where they take that character, because that is the coldest she's been to them. Even
Super
Omega.
cold.
Even Omega, who you think that she kind of has like a little soft spot for, right? She just is like,
nope.
Nah, I'm just gonna hang up on y'all.
Yeah,
Straight up. Damn.
I know.
Like, come on.
God, it was pretty brutal to have that happen. Another thing too, we have to acknowledge is like when you sit through this episode, you obviously have to wonder, what is the overarching point? I know that's silly, but I mean that's what we do at media. We look for big themes.
Yeah.
And Omega really is going through that broken family feeling, or even like the feeling of like when a sibling goes off to college kind of feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where like this part of the household is no longer there. And it's funny because she didn't grow with Crosshair. You know what I mean? Like she didn't grow with Crosshair quite like they had to. So for the crew, for the actual, the actual Bad Batch, like they've already experienced this with Crosshair. So they're kind of used to feeling this pain, whereas Omega's never experienced,
No.
And you know this with a daughter. You're watching your daughter experience all kinds of emotions for the very first time.
Well, yeah, and it's, I mean, a lot of stuff that you don't want you don't want your kid to have to go through. I'm having to watch her go through. This whole separation anxiety and things of that nature. You're absolutely right. Which again, every week I've to sing their praises between the direction, the writing, the animation, and Michelle Ang's performance.
Amazing.
Omega is hitting on all cylinders. It is authentic to a T. And breaks my heart every week. So good job. You're but no, you have this this moment between we got some really good development with Tech in this one. Omega is kind of the vehicle through which the rest of the Bad Batch are finding their humanity. They're finding who they are outside of war, because Omega is you have Tech telling her like, hey, this is what soldiers do. And she says, well, but aren't we a family?
God, that's a brutal line. That broke my heart.
Great. And
I was like,
he thinks about it for a second. He goes, no, yeah, we are actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's again, it's heartbreaking, but heartwarming at the same time. Just to see all this kind of stuff. Some very good neurodivergent representation from Tech. I mean, we've a lot of people who, I think a lot of people who have autism were saying that it was a very authentic representation of kind of that thing. As someone with, again, I don't have autism, but I have ADHD, which is according to research right now considered a spectrum condition. You do process things differently, and sometimes people don't understand that, and they misread it as something different. So to see him kind of going through that was frustrating at first. I clenched my fists the first time he says something. Like the first time in the cavern when he's like, Omega, hey, get over it. But you're supposed to go, what the hell, dude? But you realize there is more to this. There's more. Like, he does process it differently than the rest of us.
See, and that's the thing. That's a hard topic to really understand if you don't experience. But like, Katie, I could speak to Katie. I literally told her about the quote today because it was so profound. I was tearing up in my classroom reading it because I'm listening to it because I was like, wow. And of course, our group chat that we're in was kind of like, dude, like, this is a great representation of what this feels and looks like. Because Katie, like, for example, and she's ADHD, very similar to you in that same sense. But like Katie, like under pressure, she's like super cool and collective. But like the second like the calmness sits in, that's when her emotion shows, right? That's when her anxiety is at a different level. So like we've had those same conversations, just like, I'm not going to express my concern now, but it will be expressed later. And that's kind of what Echo said, I mean, Tech said. Tech was it was so well done because
you miss Echo so much. We all do. It's fine.
I know. I do so much. But no, I was sitting there and I was like, how are they going to do this? The way they're going to do it, because you watch a show like this and I don't know. I was super impressed by how well that was handled. And it could have been like people were joking he's so much like Sheldon. We'll come to find out Sheldon is also in that same exact,
Right. It's supposed to be a character of that persuasion, right? Which you can argue which is a better representation. I don't think you need to argue which one because it means different things to different people, for sure. But yeah, no, it's good to be seen in Star Wars and stuff. And again,
I agree.
I'm not gonna put myself into that necessarily. Like I think I think it definitely kind of fits into the neurodivergent camp and everything like that, which is a fancy word for ADHD and different spectrum things like that, guys. But yeah, no, it's I don't know.
It's a sensitive topic to cover. It's not easy, and they could have done it poorly, and they didn't. It was done very well.
Well, it's very hard. And again, all I can speak to is someone with ADHD. I have ADHD, so that's all I can speak to. It's hard to describe to someone how your brain works because oftentimes it can be misinterpreted as, oh, you just don't care, or oh, you're just lazy, or oh, it's just this, or this is the one that I love to get. Oh, well, I think I have ADHD too because I can't pay attention sometimes. It's like, listen, it's not the same thing.
Not the exact same thing, no.
Yeah, no. But again, I think it more speaks volumes to our autistic friends, who are kind of dealing with things a little more. It feels a little more on that spectrum to me, of course. At least with tech.
And it's funny because the other two, I guess, guys in their crew, you've got Wrecker and Hunter, and like it seems like they've already openly processed it. You can tell they're kind of sad about it. It's not easy for them, but man, it was kind of cool to see Echo come out of his shell and have to get into that zone with Omega, because Omega, I mean,
tech.
It was.
You keep calling him Echo.
I'm sorry.
We miss Echo.
Echo. Messing me up. Echo, come back.
Echo. He was gone for so long. We had him for just like a millisecond, and he's gone.
I know, and I fell in love with him. His little one-arm self.
We all did.
I know we all did. That's part of maybe why I should have been on last week's episode, because I could have processed it there.
We might have to listen. We might have to talk about it sometime. That's fine. We'll do it.
But yeah,
oh god,
I know I'm dying. I'm getting very
turning
emotional.
into General Grievous over there.
I'm done.
This Echo,
and I'll walk like him too.
What's the situation?
Right. Captain. Yeah, I really enjoyed today's episode. It wasn't very canon heavy, which was nice. The previous two episodes were extremely canon heavy.
Very heavy.
I mean, like,
I missed talking about it with you. Yeah, unbelievably heavy. We're gonna have to talk about it, but anyway,
we definitely will. But this one felt a little bit more personal, a little bit deeper. It felt the pacing was nice. I like how they had to mine the gypsum. What's it called? Was it gypsum? Was that the name of it?
Ipsum, I think.
Ipsum. Gypsum's a real mineral, but gypsum was cool.
Ipsum.
Yeah, I like that idea, because the cool extraction process where you do, and then they do the chunk. I was like, that's very Ghostbusters to me. It felt very like, I don't know, like a long drawn out process or something like that. Like whenever it sucked it in and it sucked it into another tube, I was like, oh, okay, wow, I didn't know that tube was even there. I know, it's pretty cool. So, I like that kind of stuff though. I like to see how those things work, and like the fact that they got screwed by it, it blew up on them and got them in that situation, but they also escaped with it. Some pretty cool parallels, and the fact that they found a whole like reservoir of that stuff is cool too. So I wonder if they'll be able to go back and benefit from it. What's going on, Eric? Glad to see you in your bud.
Maybe. Hey, what's up, Eric?
What a king, my dude. Yeah, I like how Omega also took it into her own hands. She's like, I've got it on everything. Yeah, it's so good.
Well, I mean, like they're using her a lot more too, especially with Echo not being there, right? Like they said, hey, Omega, come in here. I almost called her Echo. I just miss him so damn much. Omega, come in here.
We miss you, Echo.
Just as Count Dooku predicted. Okay.
Echo is gone. Jaja.
Yeah.
That's my new nickname, Jerry. Jaja. Call me Jaja, Jerry. Jaja. JJ.
JJ.
Nice. Enjoy your dinner, Eric. What you cooking tonight, baby?
Yeah, what you got? What you got? Get
some fried Echo. Some fried Echo.
Oh, God damn. No.
Yeah.
Why?
I've been getting over a cold. My kids will tell you that.
I feel you, man. I
feel you. Oh, a grilled cheese. That's good. I think Echo would also like a grilled cheese.
A grilled Echo.
A grilled Echo.
No, I'm just kidding.
Grilled Echo.
That was really bad.
By the way, Jerry, just to kind of plug this real quick.
Yeah.
We're at 400 followers. We're 600 away from being able to go live on the TikTok.
Only 600? Guys, come on. Tell your friends.
Guys, come on.
Tell your kids. Tell your wives. Everyone. Whoever has a TikTok.
Tell your mistresses.
Your second families. Whoever. It doesn't matter.
Whoever.
We'll take them all. They won't find out about each other. I mean, just make sure you don't comment on their comments.
Second families. That idea has always scared me. I'm not even kidding. I've always been like, dude, what if Echo?
Are you trying to pretend?
A second family? What if Echo?
That's exactly what it is, though. That's exactly what it is because he's back with Rex, right?
Oh my god. He's got a
Rex was like, what if Rex was his cover? Like, all right, Echo, you can go and be with your family now.
God. What if it was it the whole time? No, who had a family? What clone had a family? I forget.
What if? You're thinking of Cut and Sue.
Cut and Sue.
The deserter.
The deserter.
Mm-hmm.
They had a family.
What if Echo is really Cut, wearing a wig?
So stupid. And wasn't trapped
and like a fake hand.
Separatist
like it's just
facility.
Like a rubber hand, but no one's ever noticed. It's not even robotic.
And that would make sense. Wow.
Yeah, totally.
Interesting.
You're losing viewers. It's fine.
It's okay. It's fine. I'm enjoying this. I know he wouldn't cheat the fam. I agree with you, Eric, but it does make me scared for Echo. You never know. I think.
Yeah.
Are we waiting? Are we getting a novel of what Echo's doing? Are we getting a comic? Does anyone know why he had to deviate? Was there a reason?
I don't think there's anything that I knew. I think he's gonna come back in. You know how like Rex has kind of been interwoven throughout the story?
Yes.
I think we're gonna get that again.
Okay. I was concerned. I'm gonna be real. I was actually genuinely kind of worried.
Right. Well, and maybe who knows? Like, and a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, I don't think this is going past season 3." We honestly don't know that. We don't know that. Yeah. And I don't know why everyone is wishing for short seasons of things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to see a good long run on this.
Me too.
Maybe next season, you have Echo and Rex and whoever join up with them. The only thing is proximity to Rex is dangerous because we know who he ends up with, and if he's with too many people, then it's like, where the hell is everyone else?
Yes. Yes, you're right. By the time I get to Rebels, which is only 15 short years after, so it would be 15 years. Yeah, it's 15. Yeah. Or 14 at this point, maybe. Ugh. Fudge muffin. That's scary. That really is kind of. I didn't even make that connection yet. That what would happen? What's going to happen to our crew? You know, are they just going to go to the unknown? What was it called?
The unknown regions.
The unknown regions and just disappear.
The unknown regions, otherwise known as the desk of Dave Filoni.
So just like,
and it's just
you handle that one.
It's like, all right, I'll just, I think I'm going to put him, I don't know. What?
It's like, when you says classic, like Dilbert comments, it's like in, out, the little thing.
Yeah. It's just like a little Dilbert in a cowboy hat.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. In, out.
All right, here we go. And this one, dead, unknown regions, dead, unknown regions. He's got like the highlighters like George, but instead of playing real and fake, It's like Dad, unknown regions, Dad, unknown regions, Dad.
Oh, let's bring back the Mecha Godzilla. Okay,
Yeah.
or whatever it was. Dude, are they okay? So wait, how much more of this season have we not seen? I haven't watched the trailer in a minute.
So, oh man, it has been a minute since I've seen a trailer or something. Let me pull up the image that has the rest of the episodes listed on it. We still have quite a good run.
We have
we're gonna have a few episodes still when Mando comes out.
That's insane. That's gonna be overwhelming.
This is
Speaking of Mando, I guess I'm producing on air right now. I'm producing on air right now, but I'm gonna start reaching out to our guest Jerry for our Mando show tomorrow.
We are.
Okay, so
yes,
I'm doing that. Okay, cool. So
yes,
I have a list I'll screenshot and send to you. But
please.
Everyone, thank you for joining this evening. Jerry's going to give us the little final read of how many episodes we have left to this point. And we know screeners have been out for this. And I can tell you this much. We haven't had any screeners, but we know a lot of our friends have already seen all 14 except for the last 2 episodes. So I'm eager to see how these last 2 may do, because they're going to do something. They're
right.
like really withholding those finales for a certain reason. So,
well, I mean, with names like The Summit and Plan 99, it really kind of
Plan 99, that makes me terrified.
Seems, and with the Clone Conspiracy and Truth and Consequences, that was an absolute
perfect mid-season.
It was a dick slap for the ages.
That was amazing.
It was insane. But we have including next week, we have 5 episodes before the 2 finale episodes, which drop on the same day. So
okay, so if I'm not mistaken, Mando's in 3 weeks. So 3 weeks from today.
Yep. Yes. So it actually will drop. Yeah, it's March 1st, right? So it drops not next week, but the week after. So next week's episode will be called episode 10. It's episode 10, Retrieval.
Okay.
So wonder what that's about.
Which makes sense. It makes sense because they're going to end up getting them, but how and why is the interesting part.
March 1st is episode 11, Metamorphosis. So we're going to get however many episodes. How many episodes of Mando are dropping on that first day? Are we getting 2?
1. I think it's
that first day. Just 1.
I think it's 1.
So we get 1 up, but that's very manageable for someone like me who gets it before work. So we're going to get 1 Mando, the Mando premiere, and Metamorphosis, whatever that is.
That sounds like a great title too. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah,
I'd imagine what they'll do. That's going to end up being the crosshair centric one. Because I think we're due. I think we're only due for 2 crosshair centric episodes, but that would be
we're overdue a little bit.
Overdue. We're overdue. Yeah. I agree.
The Metamorphosis, the Outpost, Pabu, Pabu. Don't know what that is, and then Tipping Point.
So, okay.
So,
well, regardless, I'm
marching right on.
I'm excited to see experiences with you, and I love you, and I'm glad everyone that came here tonight could come and hang out. By the way, Bombad Gaming on in about 10 minutes. We'll be playing some Fortnite, and we'll have Jared, Michael McCoy, Connor, Chichiti, and I'm sure some of y'all in the live chat. So thank you for stopping by. This Thursday, I thought I made the stream. I guess I didn't make the stream yet. We're reviewing Quantum Mania tomorrow. I'm seeing it at 4 p.m. my time. Jerry's seeing it at 6 p.m. my time. So it might be a little bit of a late stream, but I'm still very, very excited to review that with you because it's been the first Marvel review we've had since Black Panther. So it's gonna be
awesome, has been a minute, and we didn't even do a great review of that because it was so late. I think when we got home, it was so late.
God, it was late. It was like 10:30.
But come around for one of our good old fashioned immediate reviews after the film. Hang out with us and stuff. If you've seen it or if you haven't, I don't know why you would hang out, but you'd still watch the replay. So
the replay, of course.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you everyone for joining tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Jerry, what is the wonderful final phrase we use in this show?
Oh, usually on the show, is it always beer before liquor? Never stay bombad.